For the Congress, the past 5 years have been nothing short of a downward spiral for its state unit in Andhra Pradesh. First, the party lost a tall leader like YSR soon after the 2009 polls. Then, the decision that was announced to form the state of Telangana in December 2009 threatened to split the party's state unit. Then, an agonizingly long wait for the Sri Krishna Commission report and its implementation. By the time the CWC resolution to approve the formation of India's 29th state came in and it finally made it to Parliament, the UPA too was at the fag end of its tenure.
For the Congress party, it was imperative to form Telangana as it had egg on its face post the 2009 announcement. It was more or less a matter of prestige.
It is not a political benefit the Congress meant. You know, right from 1963, last from 63 years, people were divided already. The first time after the unification of Andhra Pradesh, Jawaharlal Nehru, first Prime Minister, went there and he said, I regret for having agreed for the integration of this state.
A big victory nonetheless for the Telangana Rashtra Samiti. But the Congress will be hoping to get the backing of KCR ahead of the general elections.
I think this is once in a lifetime opportunity for any of us. To be a part of Andhra Pradesh legislature when this bifurcation was happening was in itself, I think that's a historic event for all of us, to be just a part of this. The whole entire credit goes to the people of Telangana for the struggle, sacrifice, and for all the effort they've put in, and for all the hardships they've gone through in the last decade more so.
But the big tussle will be in Simandra, where the TDP YSR Congress will fight for prominence, revealing the unease of Simandra Congress leaders who are vehemently opposing the move.
I feel heartbroken when crores of Telugus are being deprived of their rights in an unfair manner. After merger with the Congress, the first question I was asked by the media was Telangana. I said, being the integrist, I said my personal views are not changed, but because I'm in the party, I will obey by the party's decision. This is what I told long back when I get into this party, being a congressman. But then there is a process. In this case, the process adopted to divide the state is very, very unfortunate.
We did oppose the manner in which it was being proceeded in the cabinet, but this is a new law, where all norms have been set aside in the manner in which such an important bill has been passed in Lok Sabha. It is a very unfortunate situation, and I am saddened that a party with such a long legacy has done it in such a manner.
The problems for Congress post-division, especially in Simandra, are many. Not only does it have to battle the growing discontent among the masses, but it also needs to start working on rebuilding the state leadership. Not only has Chief Minister Kiran Kumar Reddy resigned, but several grassroots level workers and leaders have also quit and joined YSR Congress, leaving the party heavily weakened in the region.
Former Chief Minister Kiran Kumar Reddy's opposition to this decision was very well known. Now with the government passing the bill, the Congress faces a brand new problem of succession in Simandra. So how far would this leadership vacuum affect the party's chances in the upcoming polls in the region?
I'm very clear why I have resigned. I have said I am against the decision of bifurcation of the state. And the Telugu people in the state, this state has not come very easily. It was formed after nearly 50 years of struggle and lot of people losing their life and lot of people struggling for having a separate state for the Telugu speaking people, and this is the first linguistic state in the country.
I feel sad that he's resigned and left, and also admire him in some ways that he stuck by his conviction. It's not necessary that you're right or wrong about what you believe in, but the fact that you believe and you stood by that under not very pleasant or easy circumstances is quite a tough call to take, and so he did it. And to give him his due, where he was brought in under the most extraneous circumstances in the state, and he managed to do that balancing act for the last 3 years. No one ever thought we'll last that long, but we did.
The division of the state will have a huge impact on regional parties like that of Jagan Reddy. Post the decision, he'll now be forced to go it alone because he can't be seen to be aligning with the two national parties that supported the cause of Telangana. But post the elections is going to be a different story altogether.
Jagan's pre-poll options have clearly narrowed down, with the Congress and BJP having supported the bill now. So is the third front the most practical route for him? Or will there be a rethink post-elections? And will the CBI cases be the deciding factor for the YSR Congress chief?
Never has any state been broken such undemocratically. Whensoever in the past, whenever a state was broken, there was a procedure laid out. You either had an SRC, or which broke the state on linguistic grounds, or you had an assembly resolution giving willingness for the breakage of the state.
Expectations on ground have been of a TDP-BJP alliance announcement. Both with the passage, now questions are emerging over the alliance. Chandrababu Naidu, once known as a kingmaker in New Delhi, seems to be struggling for relevance both locally and nationally.
At this stage, I don't want to comment anything.
But are you keeping your options open?
No, I am not doing anything now. My approach is from the beginning, I am interested in bifurcation. The outcome of bifurcation I have to see. Equal justice has to be done. For that, for the last 6 months, I worked day and night. I met everybody. I met national media also. But ultimately, things are not happened according to what has to happen.
They are under severe incumbency of 2 terms, and possibly they felt that if giving Telangana would cut their losses. Also, it means that the Congress party in Delhi, the so-called Congress High Command, has very little idea of what is happening on the ground here. And they possibly thought that they'll give Telangana and the people of Simandra will not complain and it will be hunky-dory both the sides. But in the event, it has been shown that it's not the case. And therefore, they had misassessed and miscalculated the ground.
TRS has promised in the past that the party would merge with the Congress if their Telangana dream is fulfilled. Now, with the basic demand achieved, will the TRS agree? Or will it choose to play hardball to keep the Hyderabad issue alive, keeping the Congress guessing?
I can't be speaking as a person in an individual capacity. These are decisions the party has to take collectively. So our president, along with our MPs, MLAs and all the Politburo members and the general body would meet very, very soon, because elections are a few weeks away anyway. So we have to sit, we have to strategize, and we have to come out with a plan. So yes, we have definitely announced in the past that we will be merging in Congress if Telangana is conceded. That was 3 years ago. So definitely we need to sit, review the situation and come out with an open strategy.
The decision to create Telangana thus is not just a decision about altering the geographical boundaries of the state, but one that will have far-reaching consequences on the political landscape of the region, perhaps forever.